Hello everybody, I'm Ernest. I just left Telluride and headed to Mesa Verde. Is this the San Juan Skyway, I think is what it's called? I think it's a pretty scenic drive. You know, I just pulled over. There's a bunch of pullovers that I've been noticing as I'm driving.
Toward Colorado 145
and
south, then to the right onto Colorado
shut up,
145
Google.
South.
And I just decided to pull over, and they're magnificent views. This road is absolutely beautiful. Reminds me of 89 coming out of Sedona. So just listening to the weather report in Cortez, Colorado, looked like it's going to be, she said, a stormy day. That's in the general direction of where I'm heading, so we'll see. But this Skyway is beautiful road, very windy. You're going through the San Juan Mountains. Not a bad way to travel. Well, I think we made it. The weather is still...
Turn left.
I just went through a bunch of rain to get here. I went to Durango first because I thought that I would never get through. But let's stop here at the visitor center. And but it looked like it's clear enough. Maybe I can get lucky.
Will be on the right.
I can get lucky and I can see some ruins today. Ah, darn, man. What a hell of a storm I went through. Okay, we're here at the visit center. Let's move in before that weather comes this way. Let's get a map or something. But this is the inside of the visitor center, and you have the Mesa right there out the view. Okay, I got a map, but he said you didn't have to. You don't have to check in there. It's just some exhibits and some information, but the gate to get in is further up. I'm glad I came. I almost gave up on coming down here. I was just about to say like, just stay in Durango. Okay, so the museum is 20 miles of cliff dwellings is 23. This America the Beautiful Pass has saved me a lot of money. I guess you're gonna go up on some elevation. I see cars up there. You know, I had given up on going to coming here because I was on my way. I left Telluride and I was heading down here. The rain was so bad, I said, what's it worth coming over here? And so I said, well, let me go to Durango in that direction and see I can get out of the weather and see what there is in Durango. So I went all the way to Durango and I went to McDonald's and I had breakfast. Well, the weather was pretty decent there. It was cleared up. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go to Mesa Verde and see if the weather cleared up. And as I'm driving, I went right back into that rainstorm again. And I was like, oh God, I should have just stayed in Durango. But right before I got to the park, it started to clear up. So, but I'm not going to take my time on this park because I think the weather's might be moving in and I don't want to get rained out. So see the valley down below, there's the clouds and the rain I was in. Yeah, I didn't know that this drive out here was so scenic. We're right at the base of that mesa and we're going up and we're still going up. Oh, they got a tunnel, I guess, to go through the mesa. It's 56 degrees right now. But the main thing is that it's stopped raining. I put my blue jean jacket on, but I'm still wearing shorts. I'm one of those kind of guys. So if you have to drive 20 miles to get to the ruins, why put the gate so far and make you drive up a mountain? Because I'm still climbing. We're going way up, and look like there's more to go. I just kind of think, like, why not put the entrance somewhere near the actual ruins instead of driving 23 miles to get to it? I'm sure there's a good reason. It just seems kind of odd to me. This drive is like a miniature Pikes Peak drive. It kind of feels like Pikes Peak in a way. Pikes Peak is a nice thing to do too if you ever get the chance. One thing, this site is a World Heritage Site, Nuestes, or I can't pronounce. I don't know if that's the correct way to say it, but it's recognized by the world as being very important to development of society. So I'm driving. I've gone about 10 miles or so, and we're way up here in elevation. So I wonder if the Indians lived up here for protection. You know, they want to live in the high ground. I guess there's a lodge up here, Farview Lodge. See where we're at. Farview Center. I might check that on the way back. I'm assuming I have to come back out the same way I came in. This is the Longhouse. Okay, I think this is some ruins here. There looks to be like a cafe right there. So let's go check out the Longhouse. I hope I'm going the right way. So all around me is burnt trees. There was a fire that went through here. Is what a sign back there said. You can see all the trees. The grass has come back, but not the trees. Man, I've been driving for a little while, and this fire still keeps on going. This was a big fire. Took out a lot of trees. I don't know what happened. Just all of a sudden, the burnt trees go away and these come up. I wonder if this is a different type of species that didn't burn, because it's like a definite line where the fire was and where these trees, like a definite line where the fire stopped and then these trees came up. I wonder if something to do with this particular species or something. So the rangers have directed me to go to a different place because of the lightning. And so we're going to go to a different route. Supposedly you can still see the Cliff Palace from there. But we're not going to be able to get close to the Cliff Palace. Okay, so we're going to a place called a Balcony House. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't have came after all. This exhibit is also closed. You can see the sign, closed area for the rain and the storm. I don't know if you can even see it from here. Okay, so I'm making this little clip just in case I make this video. because it looks like it's not going to happen. I was talking to one of the rangers there, and he says it's up to the individual rangers who are going to let you down to go see the dwellings, but it doesn't look good right now. So I'm going to go look at this overlook place I saw and see if I can see something. Super disappointing. So this is called a pit house, and it was a primitive home at one point. They were telling me this was the storage area and this was the main living quarter. Looks like pit house was from about 595 CE. I don't know what CE stands for. I'm not educated enough to know what it is. Like I said before, I'm not the History Channel. Sulfur storage. So this tells you what the community would most likely have looked like, and raised corns, beans, squash, hunted animals, and gathered an array of wild plants. So they would dig down, and then wood would be covering over it, and then I guess dirt over that. There's some kind of guided tour going on right now. They call it coming this bus. It's starting to rain again. You can hear thunder. This is the Navajo Canyon outlook. It's just a big outlook. No ruins.
That's kind of boggles my mind, is that was during the medieval time.
I know this
Over in Europe.
is a strange question, but where was the outhouse? It's great to live on the side of the cliff, but
Just throw it over the cliff.
there being an option for a tour of this one.
Oh, look at the hummingbird right in front of you. Hummingbird.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh my!
I couldn't talk at that location. There were so many people around, and they're all taking pictures. But I got to see some ruins. Pretty impressive. Wonder why they would live up so high. What are they scared of? Let's go inside here. Some kind of ruin in here also. Seems to me like a kiva. Rain's really coming down now. So these were towers, and they think they were built for protection. And who knows really what they were made for. Oak Tree House, AD. So, it's another cliff dwelling. This is not going to be a very good video. Sorry about it. But at least you get to see some dwellings and see something. Yeah, there's a lot of lightning, and these steel rails are not good for that. So here's another, the firehouse is what they call this one. Okay, that thunder's really getting close. Finally got to see it. Okay, I think I'm getting tired of stopping, trying to look for these ruins. I picked a bad day. The other thing is, you saw there, that was the Cliff Palace, the money shot there, the big one. That one was the one you always see in the pictures on the internet and stuff like that. You have to have a reservation to go into to tour those things. So I didn't have one. I didn't even know I was coming here until last night. So that's it. Thanks for watching.